How are we doing, guys? Always to be Leeds 0, Sheffield United 1, play rating time. So, been a while since I've done play ratings, to be fair. Not had quite a chance to do it last couple of weeks. But yeah, let's get on with it anyway. It's a bit of a frustrating one going into this, but let's be fair. Let's go into play ratings. So, key code first of all. Distribution, I thought was decent enough. Nice and solid on corners, set pieces. But again, he slightly misreads the situation that leads to his red card. Of course, I think Lean Cooper KP should probably deal with it before that, but he doesn't really need to step out there for me in the lead up to his red card. It's one of those, it's a slight little error, I think. I wouldn't go any further than that. He wasn't really tested. I think one shot on target in the whole game of both teams does suggest that, but it does tell you that actually, rather than suggest. 6 out of 10 for me. I can't really, it's difficult to give a proper rate to Kiko there. I go about a 6 out of 10, pretty average. Luke Ayman, 7 out of 10 for me. I thought some of the quality of his passing was superb, particularly going forward. He was always feeding Pablo really well on that side. Always freeing up Pablo on that side. And there's a really nice sort of link-up play at times between him, Klich, Roberts, and Aiden himself. You know, I thought that right side was really impressive at times for me, especially in the first half. I'd go 7 out of 10. Didn't really have loads to do defensively. Stevens was sort of pinned back a little bit more in this game than typical sort of Edna Stevens performances in that lot. You know, he's normally someone who really pushes forward, and he also normally have the overlapping centre backs as well, which is what something they've become famous for this season, Sheffield United. But that never really materialised today, so he wasn't really massively tested, Luke Ayman. You know, Sheffield United won the game in different ways, more of the central areas today, rather than that wise. So we can't be too critical of Luke Ayman at all. I thought it was a good performance off Luke Ayman today. 7 out of 10 for me, and he was certainly one of our better performers. And to be fair, last 4 weeks or so, it's been a massive plus for us as well. So massive improvement in performances and form. He's been massive for us, hasn't he, last couple of weeks. He's playing some superb football at this time. It's fantastic to see Luke Ayman in top form coming into the last 8 games of the season, which is a massive positive for me. Pontus, I go 8 out of 10 for Pontus. I thought he was our star man yesterday by quite some distance. Crucial challenge at 1-0, which could have completely ended the game. Of course, we lose the game anyway, but still, I thought he was played on one leg pretty much for 20 minutes, waiting goal. It was pretty much a typical eventful Pontus Janssen performance. I can't have any criticisms defensively yesterday. Yeah, I'll go 8 out of 10. Comfortable 8 out of 10 for me. Misses that slight chance at the end, but again, he's on 1 foot. He's done brilliantly to get into that position. Shown great instincts. It's one of those tight margins. He's missed that chance. It's disappointing he missed that chance, of course, but I can't take any marks off of that. 8 out of 10 for me. Lean Cooper, it hurts to say this, but I have to be honest, I think that was probably Lean Cooper's poorest performance of the season. You know, with 2 key moments, 2 key areas of lifts, 2 key moments, one's left of the goal, one's left of the red card. It's one of those. I have to say, first 60 minutes, 65 minutes, I felt he dealt with Sharp really well. But then I think Billy Sharp got into his head a little bit, got into Pontus' head maybe a tiny bit. You know, because when you make a mistake with someone like Billy Sharp around, he thrives off that. You know, he thrives off putting the centre back under pressure. You know, maybe being a little bit more physical than that lot, a bit more aggressive. But he did it really well. Let's be fair, Billy Sharp yesterday. It cost us the goal. But yeah, I'd go 3 out of 10. To be honest, I have to be honest. Maybe that's a little bit harsh. Maybe 4 out of 10. But 2 key moments at times in the game where he wasn't really tested until sort of the last 20-30 minutes properly. And it just never really happened for Lean Cooper yesterday, I have to be honest. It never really had that same dominance as he has the last couple of weeks, because he's been absolutely superb. He's been an absolute rock all season. He's made 2 mistakes all season for me. One yesterday, one against Brentford, which led to the penalty against Brentford at the start of the season. He's been an absolute rock. Let's not make any mistake about that. You know, I can't see any argument for him not being a rock this season. Look, before this season, I don't think anyone saw Lean Cooper as a promotion, someone who you can have a push for promotion with as you start at centre back. I don't think anyone would have seen Lean Cooper as that, because let's be honest, he wasn't great the first 4 years, but you can't use that as a judgment against Lean Cooper. You know, I've seen a lot of criticism towards Lean Cooper saying, oh, he's going back to his old ways. I think that's a massive exaggeration myself. I'd go 3 or 4 out of 10. He was poor today, but I'm sure he'll recover against Millwall, and that's the key thing. It's how you recover, which is key. And I back him. I do back Lean Cooper on this form this season. He's captain of the team. Bielsa believes in him. We believe in him. But yeah, a poor performance today. Gianni Alioski, again, he went left wing. He started at left back. His left-back performance I thought was fine. Don't think he did much wrong at all at left-back. Pretty ineffective on the wing though for half an hour. So that has to sort of take down his rating a little bit. I'll go about 6 out of 10. Yeah, I think he's pretty standard at left-back, nice and solid. But going forward, didn't really make anything happen on that left-hand side. And didn't really take on George Baldock on the yellow card, which was frustrating as well. 6 out of 10 for me. KP, I thought for most of the game was absolutely superb. Again, like Liam Cooper, I've got to take a mark off because I felt he could have done better on that red card situation. I think trying to control the ball, you have to judge that right. You have to take control of the ball there. Now I love KP. Maybe being harsh picking up on that, but I think he should just be moving that away. He didn't do it. 9 times out of 10, KP just takes that ball and dribbles past really sharp. It was an awkward situation, wasn't it? It was a split-second decision. I'll go about 6 or 7 out of 10. I still thought, all in all, KP had a good game. Just that one slight error. But he broke the game down well enough, I felt, and had reasonable control in that midfield. Right hand side, Pablo. I'll go about 7 out of 10 for Pablo. I think he really broke down that Sheffield United defence at times. Especially in the first half, he saw some lovely passes, made things happen. Not quite the same second half as you sort of expect from Pablo. I'll go about 7 out of 10. I thought it was a decent enough Pablo performance. Not quite at the same levels as what we're used to of Pablo, but I thought it was a decent enough performance. Matthijs Klich, in possession of the ball, I felt it was a really ineffective game for Matthijs Klich. I can't really remember him getting on the ball enough for me. And he had good control in midfield. He was tenacious. He won the ball back well, but just not quite the same in possession of the ball. As he was against Reading, he was getting the ball. It was 1 touch, 2 touch. He was making things happen. He was keeping the game ticking over. He was playing pass to the side, taking the ball back. 1 touch, 2 touch. He was sort of building the momentum of the game, controlling the football match. And it never really happened from that sense of things. But he was tenacious. He won the ball back at times, pressed well, and he created probably arguably our 2 best chances of the game. The one for Harrison, the one for Tyler Oates to hit the bar. The post, crossbar, whatever you want to say. Still is equally painful. But yeah, I thought it was okay, Matthijs Klich, but I've seen Matthijs Klich much better this season. A little bit underwhelmed by his performance yesterday, but look, he's still a top player, isn't he? At the end of the day, he had 2 moments of class which could have changed the game potentially. 6 out of 10 for me. Tyler Roberts, unlucky not to score yesterday, let's be honest, with that header. Lovely header that. I can't believe how close it was. It was a great header really from distance as well. He wasn't really in a great position to get a really clean head on it. And then of course he hits the post, crossbar, whatever we're calling it. But yeah, I had to go about 6 out of 10. Sort of faded a bit in the second half. Good first half, definitely. Definitely influential in the first half. But yeah, I go back to 6 out of 10. It's been a little bit harsh. I thought it was a decent enough performance of Tyler. I just want to see a little bit more. We didn't quite see the same. We didn't see the same Matthijs Klich and Tyler Oates as we did against West Brom, or as we did against Reading a couple of days before. Left hand side, start of the game, Jack Harrison. He missed that chance. We know he missed that chance. I just don't think he quite made enough happen on the left hand side. He started the game well enough. He was pressing well. I go about 5 or 6 out of 10. It's hard to really decide. Probably a 5 because in the second half I thought it was totally ineffective until he came off. When in the sort of 10-15 minute spell before he came off, I don't think he touched the ball, to be honest. Disappointed from that point of view. Now, the next one, Patrick Bamford. This is one that surprised me a bit. Patrick Bamford took a bit of stick after this game, but I thought he started the game absolutely superbly well. Linked up play really well. Really physical against John Egan. Caused John Egan 1 or 2 problems in that first sort of 20-30 minutes, of course. You have to say John Egan got the better of that battle in the end. But I thought he linked up things well. I don't think he had much, not many chances to him himself. Only that one-on-one. Again, it's a one-on-one, but it's at an angle. It's a shot which is bouncing as well. It's 1.5 volley. You expect Paddy to get on target. He didn't quite, unfortunately. He absolutely placed it over the bar. But I thought his link-up play was there. I thought he worked hard. He pressed well. Just the little things, when he's pressing sort of people like John Egan, Jack O'Connell, winning, set pieces, winning throw-ins, the little things you want off your lone striker. And I thought he did that well. I've got to be honest, I thought it was a good performance of Patrick Bamford. 7 out of 10 for me. Maybe that's controversial. Let us know in the comments down below. But I thought it was a decent enough Paddy performance yesterday. Substitutions, Barry Douglas, 5 out of 10. I have to be honest, I thought it was a poor performance of Barry Douglas. mainly for the goal. You know, I think going forward, he tried to make things happen. There was constant balls coming into the box. He was trying to be really direct, you know, trying to just get balls into the box, try and, you know, create chances from that. And sometimes he did, let's be honest. But the set pieces weren't there off Barry. And you have to be really disappointed with the goal too. So 5 out of 10 I'll go for Barry Douglas yesterday. Other substitutions, Jack Clark. Not massively effective, Jack Clark, yesterday, but he did create a really, really good chance at the end for Pontus. Lovely first touch. In fact, it came initially off a Barry Douglas cross, overhit one. Clark kept it alive, and it could be 1-1 that quite easily. I'd go about a 6 out of 10. And I think this is certainly the case, just possibly say maybe we could be seeing Jack Clark on the left-hand side as a real competition for Jack Harrison, potentially as the season progresses, and as Jack Clark gets more fitness. And as we play more games, you know, we've got to remember we've got 6 games coming up in the next month. We're going to have to make some changes potentially as things go, unless we go on another really, really good run again like we have been before yesterday's game. Final substitution, Stuart Dallas, frustrating. Defensively, did nothing wrong. A couple of times when he got in that sort of final third, he came on for Luke Ayling, and he just wasn't quite as decisive as Luke Ayling. You know, you don't really expect that with Stuart Dallas being more of a primary winger. I can see why Stuart Dallas came on, you know, to be a bit more offensive, a bit more direct in how he runs on the ball, you know, and being a winger in that lot, being on his right foot in that lot, so he can get balls straight into the box. But for me, I thought he made some poor decisions. So 6 out of 10, defensively did fine, but going forward, needs to do a little bit better for me than Stuart Dallas. But all in all, I thought Pontus was our star man yesterday. But keep the faith, guys. Come on, keep the faith. You know, it's still a long, long way to go. Decent enough performance. Ron probably playing the last 7-8 games all in all. I think we're probably playing our best football since the first 2 months of the season. We've got to stay positive. We've come back from worse than this, and we've still got to believe we can do that again. I've been asking Marriot, they're in play ratings. Make sure you let us know in the comments down below your feelings on yesterday and play ratings too. So, see you later anyway.